yesterday's thrift store haul. Our dinner is going to be less than probably $2 for everything. Whirlpool, you should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of yourself. The milk is cheaper here than it is at Walmart. All right, I got my paper towels. Who was driving our car? Oh my goodness, we disturbed the internet.
We broke the internet.
We broke the internet with who was driving our car, dear?
It was Dave. Our chauffeur.
Oh my goodness. But... Okay, so even Brad at the restore, hey Brad, he was like, I was looking at Mike saying, Mike, stop looking at the camera or their computer. Mike, what are you doing looking at the camera? Everybody thought you were driving.
I never even would have thought that would have been the case. Yeah,
didn't even occur.
No, we were sitting in the back seat and Dave was driving.
Yeah. So here's the scoop on the story. We have been looking for a few years for a vehicle for Dave. We got caught in the whole COVID thing. He started driving during COVID. And then the prices of used cars went through the roof. Then you couldn't find used cars. And now the prices are finally back down again. And we've been looking, well, where we live, we can't find vehicles very well. They're overpriced, high miles. So we were driving 2 hours away each direction to Billings, Montana, which Mike and Dave were not happy about. They almost didn't go. But are you glad you went now?
Yeah. But
it's a super nice car.
But we kept doing this thing where in the middle of the workday,
we take off.
Like, we found a car, we got to go look at it. And we're like, we got to drive 4 hours to go see it. And we would go up there.
Thrashed.
We'd go up there and find out all four. The lady would be like, oh yeah, it's in beautiful condition. We'd go up there, all four tires are flat. And the seats are all cut up and everything. And so what my mindset was, well, first of all, I wasn't feeling very good anyway, because we've been sick since December.
Actually, he has the flu right now.
I have
Can
a pretty
you see
bad
how
flu right now.
He's all got a fever and everything.
But I was feeling pretty bad and just trying to get some work done. And I was like, oh, brother, I hate to take off and drive all the way up to Billings. And, well, it's further than Billings.
Yeah.
Where it was. To drive all the way up there and back for a car we're probably not going to buy. That's kind of the attitude I was having.
So I don't blame you. But I was like, guys, this is part of the process. We have to do this. Okay. And it did look really nice. And the guy was being very responsive and giving us all the information.
Of course, right away I was looking at the pictures, and there was a picture of the windshield had this giant, like 2 foot wide gash in it. It was all smashed, and I was trying to shoot down the deal a little bit there. I was like, well, look, the window's all smashed up, and
come to find out he had it fixed. It was it was an old picture. And he had totally forgot that it had a smashed window, and he put the old picture on there. But it has a brand new windshield on the front and the back. And we got it for $5,000. So you can't get a nice car for $5,000. It's a Honda,
nice car.
Yeah, Honda CRV for $5,000, 150, 60,000 miles. So not very many miles. Dave's getting ready to leave again. We're gonna miss him, and so he needed a vehicle. But he has a job where he goes, well, let's just say he's not working at home. So he needed a vehicle, and yeah, we're going to miss him. So we've been really looking for one. So we finally found one. Sometimes it takes a while, guys, but you can find cars for $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, definitely under $10,000, even now, that are in good condition. So even though we didn't feel good, we got in the car, drove up there.
Tara said, let's let Dave drive and we'll just make videos. I was like, I'm not feeling that great. Do I really want to be doing this right?
I'm like, well, we're taking off half of a work day anyway. We could be getting some work done. So we were sitting in the back seat. And another thing that was disturbing is they thought we didn't have seatbelts on.
We did.
We had seatbelts on. Yeah.
I was kind of holding mine a little forward because in the back seat of our 4Runner, it latches tighter and tighter and tighter until you're kind of being strangled. Okay. So I was pulling it. I held the shoulder belt forward just a little so it wouldn't be strangling me. So it was in my hand if there were any shots where you might have seen that.
Any mechanic guys, can you get regular seat belts like the front seat for the back seat? I know they do that for car seats and stuff, but can we get that fixed? It's really irritating when we go on a long trip and I sit in the back and I'm getting strangled the whole time.
It's like as the seat bounces, it ratchets tighter and then it tighter and then tighter and then you can't move yourself forward at all.
Yeah. I mean, we swap around, but we swap around for the front seat because the guys have long longer legs than I do. So
belts.
yeah, so they thought we had no seatbelts. They thought you were driving, looking at the computer.
Yeah, no, I don't. If I am driving, I don't look away at the camera.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
That time we weren't driving, but we have been in the car where Tara was shooting something and I was driving. But in that case, I'm always looking forward.
Yeah. We are going to give you our Dining on a Dime cookbook ebook, volume number 1, free at livingonadime.com. Click on our shop, click on our ebooks, click on Dining on a Dime volume 1, add it to your cart. When you go to checkout, use the coupon code DINING1 and you will get our ebook absolutely free with no obligation and no strings attached. Visit us at livingonadime.com. And so we got the car and we drove home. Thankfully, we didn't hit any deer on the way home. That would have been awful if we would have smacked a deer on the way home. We didn't do that. And the next day was Jack's play. Oh my goodness.
The next day?
Yeah. His play at school was terrific. One of the kids at the school did it, but it was the funniest thing.
Wrote the play.
Yeah, he wrote the play. And it was really good, but they had 7 or 8 scene changes. Jack had 6 parts alone that he had to do to get all these costumes, but the entire school got the flu. I mean, like probably 70% of the school. So much so that they were having to give, one of the moms is a nurse practitioner and she came in and was giving everybody IVs just to keep them going, the poor kids. They did a great job. They plowed through, but now they've had to have school closed for 2 days because everybody is sick. I think it's a conspiracy. What do you think?
Sure.
So anyway, Mike was just sitting in the back seat. Dave was driving. We got home. The next day we had Jack's play. So we've just been going, and now Mike's got it.
I was already sick with something, but the flu thing just came on.
Yeah. And and part of it was they were desperately needing parents to help unload, and it's been freezing. I mean, we're talking negative numbers.
0. Yeah, like 10 below 0.
So all the parents were having to help unload place stuff and load it into the other place in wind, blowing snow. Is like blowing ice crystals on you. It was not fun. So it's no wonder everybody's just really, really sick right now. But yeah, that's what happened with the car, guys. We're safe. People just automatically assume.
Yeah, we wouldn't do something dumb like look at the camera while driving.
No. All right. So just so you guys know, we've been trying to figure out what we're going to do for videos. We're still tweaking it a little bit, but we're going to be getting back to some how-to videos and how to save money and that kind of thing. But we wanted to answer some of those questions because people keep asking them. So we're like, well, why not? The gardening's a huge one. Everybody thinks gardening, you save money. You don't save money with gardening. I mean, you can, but you don't. And
she just does it because she likes it. And everyone else likes it too.
Yeah. And so then we had all of that. I was trying to decide if I should do something with the inauguration and all of that. How do you feel about our new president?
I'm glad he's the president.
We are Trump supporters, guys. I guess some of my videos, my last stockpiling videos, they thought I wasn't a Trump supporter. We are, very much so.
I'm glad he's the president. I don't expect him to be a miracle worker.
No.
But I am glad he's the president.
I think he's got too many people fighting against him that he'll be able to make great changes. Maybe he will. I did find it very...
I think he'll be able to make great changes. I just think,
It's going to be a fight, though.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, some people talk about him like he's a miracle, like
he's not our savior, guys.
And I think he's a great guy in terms of how he leads the country and all that, and I think that'll be good. But I mean, I'm also keeping sober. It is nice to know who is actually in charge of the country now.
Yeah, that someone is in charge of the country again. I do think it's interesting. Did you notice how many times he said peace and safety in various forms in his speeches over the last few days? I thought that was very interesting, how he was talking about peaceful this, safety for this. We're going to have peace for that. We're going to have safe places for this or whatever, I thought, oh, that's very interesting how much peace and safety he was talking about. So for those of you who don't know, in the end times before Christ comes back, the Bible says they're going to be talking about peace and safety a lot. And so I thought that was very interesting. So I think he will help us get the economy back under control. But I don't know. It's just very interesting. I just kind of have a strange vibe about it. Not that it's anything bad. It's just, I just don't know what's going to happen.
I think he'll do a good job. But from my perspective, you know, my grandfather was in the 82nd Airborne in World War II. And a lot of his guys died with him fighting in that battle or in that war. And I think that peace is a good thing, but sometimes if you don't fight when you should, then a lot more people die later. So some of the things that he's talked about, I think he really, really wants everyone to be at peace. And I think for the most part that's a good idea, but in some of those circumstances, if the other people don't really want peace, you can't just say, let's just be peaceful. Like, sometimes evil has to be faced. Yeah. And so that's where I'm a little unsure about some things that he's wanting to do in that front. But in general, I feel pretty good about it.
Man, you're warm and toasty when you got a fever. Ooh, get a little closer. I don't need to turn the heat on. I got you. Oh, honey.
Here, snuggle up to me, make me feel better.
Oh, we're even matchy-matchy today. Yeah. We didn't even do that on purpose. All right, guys, I'm going to go show you what I just did to go get paper towels. Can you believe I went out in the snow to get paper towels?
Why are you getting paper towels?
That's the question that everyone wants to know. All right, I'm headed out to get paper towels. Yes, I know this is ridiculous, but I need paper towels from Costco, and my friend has a package because I don't have any because I don't go to Costco. So I have to run out because I told her I'd come get them, and we need some milk. I don't ever go out just for milk, but I'm gonna stop by Dollar General and pick up some milk on the way. All right, since it's snowy and we all have the flu, I ran into Dollar General to get milk, and I noticed this, and I was like, what is going on? And I realized the milk is cheaper here. Right there. 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 It is cheaper here than it is at Walmart. And I asked the lady, and she said that they sell out all the time. Now, here's the interesting thing. She also said eggs are cheaper here than at Walmart. So I'm gonna find out when their trucks come, and I'm gonna come over here and get my eggs and milk. And as I'm looking at this, oh my goodness, I should do a video on $100. Spending $100 to eat at Dollar General. I don't know, comment guys, do you want me to do a video on spending $100 at Dollar General and seeing what I can get for it? I bet I could get a good deal. I don't know, they've got a lot of food here. This is way bigger than the Dollar General that I grew up with. All right, back out to the snow. Oh my goodness, to Wyoming. All right, I got my paper towels. Thank you so much, Crystal. I appreciate you giving me a pack. We're gonna give this a try and see which paper towels are the best. Okay, it is supposed to be 12 below tonight. I think it's like 10 degrees right now. The thrift store is closed, but came over anyway. Yeah, probably not my smartest choice. Actually, I say that, but the roads aren't really that bad right now. They're snow-packed, but they're not icy. Okay, we get the question, do we close down when it snows in Wyoming? And what is the answer, gentlemen?
No. No.
No, we got about 6 inches last night. We got about 8 inches, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. You just keep going. You don't close. Because if you closed, you would always be closed. So you want to see how they deal with snow in Wyoming? We got 8 inches yesterday, and the roads are filled with snow, and this is how they deal with them. It's actually pretty smart when you think about it.
Yeah, so all these dump trucks are waiting for this vehicle up here that's
just a giant snow blower.
Putting snow in like a combine.
Yeah, just a great big snow blower. Oh dear, making through this.
Like all the YouTubers.
See, they pile it up in the middle of the road here. And then pick it all up. Here's another one getting ready to come.
Oh, yeah.
So then they take it off to fields and just dump it. They have certain fields all over the place.
And those fields have a pile of snow. They're like 30 feet tall.
Yep, and they stay there till spring.
That's one way to do it.
Yep. And the roads are all nice and clean.
Oh, nice and clean, yeah. Well, we kept getting forecasts for snow, and then there was no snow, and then all of a sudden, we just got a seriously dumped on. And then they just kind of plowed it everywhere they could off the main path.
So now we'll probably have snow until May.
Snow until May, yeah. Well, and the reason why they clean it up off the center section where they plow it is because nobody can turn left. Because, you know, it's like 3 feet high. So.
Just to prove it this January, look at those great big snowflakes. Yes, I haven't put up all my Christmas stuff yet, but I get to change out my anti-suicidal bird decorations here. You can see we had another one right there trying to take his own life. Look at those flakes. Wow. I have 4 potatoes here. They were 4 pounds for $1 at my grocery store this week. So this is probably 25 cents each. Our dinner is going to be less than probably $2 for everything for all of us to eat. I have some bacon right there, and I take my bacon grease. If I can film and do this, I should have got the thing. Okay, and I'm pouring my bacon grease all over. I'll let that cool for just a minute, and then just going to roll all of these in bacon grease, just like so. Then I am sprinkling with sea salt. All right, and then I'm covering them and putting them in the oven and let them roast for about an hour to 1.5, depending on how long it takes for them to get done. Right, to tell if your potatoes are done, take a knife, stick it in the center. See how nice and easy that goes in? My potatoes are done. Okay, nice and, oh no, are they done? Oh shoot. Okay, well it went in really nice, but it's not quite done, so I'm gonna microwave it for about 5 minutes. Okay, never mind. Oh, we had it and we lost it. Oh, yum. That's some sour cream right there.
Toast.
Yesterday's thrift store haul. I needed some more pans to demonstrate how to clean the back of pants. I don't know, guys. Do you think this is pretty bad? This one is pretty bad. Do you think I can get that clean? I don't know. That one is pretty bad. $3 for that. $1 for this one. Right there. What do you guys think? Can I get them clean? And then $3 for this one. right there. All right, then I got this fall decoration for $1. I got these bags for organizing here for 50 cents. Is that not the darn tootin' coolest watering can? Oh my goodness, and it works too. I paid $1 for that, and then I got Jack a present, and he doesn't even know I got him a present. He loves these little notebooks, and I paid $1 for that one. There you go, me sonny.
Wow.
I thought you might like that.
That's cool. Thank you.
So that's the thrift store haul for yesterday.
Man, I'm gonna have so many notebooks.
Well, that one I really paid $1 for, so if you don't need it or want it, I thought, well, I'll get it. If you need it, you can have it.
Nice.
That's what I thought. I thought it was pretty nice. Yep. All right, then I got this cute little rooster. I'm not really into chickens, but I loved the colors on that. And it goes with the quilt that Mom just made me. Isn't that nice? She did a fantastic job on this one. And I love it here in my little sitting area. And here's anti-bird decorations for January. What month are we in? And I got all of my decorations up and got my geraniums moved into the window, so hopefully they can make it another 2 months until we get enough sun. And some of my decorations. Then I got this little thing for $1. Thought that was pretty darn tootin' cute. And I got these flowers for $1 at the thrift store also to go with my Valentine decor right there. And remember my $1,800 lamps that I got? Oh my goodness, at night it looks so pretty sitting here. So I'm gonna get one there, and I'm gonna find another stand, and I'm gonna get rid of this tree and put another one there. Here is my Valentine wreath. Right there. And my Valentine pictures, I painted that one right there. And here's some of my decorations for you guys. I painted that one just for you guys wondering. Then I got this quilt and these shams for $5 for both. I like those. And then I got these Christmas balls for 75 cents. And these Valentine's one for 50 cents. They were half price. And I got me some snow here. They were $1 right there. And this was 25 cents. These were 25 cents for both of them. They're little apples for maybe fall. And then I got the cutest little clock. Oh no, oh no, oh no. The arm got messed up. Oh dear. I hope I can fix it there. Maybe. And it sits like that. Isn't that cute? It was $1. More snow. Then I got these hair supplies. This one is for smoothing your hair for $1. And this one is 25 cents, and it's basically a conditioner at the thrift store. So I saved about, I don't know, 40, 45, 50 bucks on both of these. So got a darn tootin' good deal on that one too. I am making some soap. Now, for those of you who don't know, I used to be a soap maker. And I made it a lot. Yes, I got my yucky clothes on here. But I have a child that needs some acne soap. So I am going to use up this lard that I bought 3 years ago. And we ended up not using it 2 years ago, I think. We ended up not using it. I don't really use lard that much. But it's getting ready to go bad. So I'm going to make it into soap. I'm going to do hot process soap, just for those of you who wonder. Now, I do have a soap making course if you are interested. And I will leave the link in the description below. And I'm not going to go through all of the steps it takes to make soap for this video. but this is the wrong spoon. Shoot. Okay, hold on, let me go find my right spoon. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of stuff left over from my soap making days, which yes, I do miss. But yeah, can't do it all, I guess. So I have mixed my lye water and my lye and my water. And this is my oils here, except I forgot to put in my coconut oil, so I have to get that too. All right, so now I'm gonna pour my oil, my lye into my oil. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this out. All right, I forgot to start getting my coconut oil softened. So what I'm gonna do is set it on my stove. I'm baking something in the oven, so I'm gonna set my coconut oil on the back of the stove here and let it, see if we can get it warming up so it'll come out easier while this is melting. All right, and we're just gonna stir this together, and then we're going to cook it until it makes soap. All right, this one I'm gonna make goat milk. I have some water. I have some powdered goat milk that needs to be getting used up, so I'm going to put that in my soap as soon as it's done cooking. I'm just guesstimating. Now I'm making hot processed soap so that I don't have to wait for it to cure 4 to 6 weeks, so my son can use it pretty quick. I did find 2 other bars, so that would probably get him through, but just to make sure we don't run out. Okay, I have these 3. I'll probably cut these in half. These are Oreo trays, and I always want to try that. So, trying that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more loaves. So this should get us through another couple of years.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Everyone asks, how do you clean your stuff when you make soap? It's soap. You just clean it. So that's what I've been doing. Just put some water in there. The soap's cleaning it myself. Look at how nice and shiny. And look at all those luscious bubbles. Woo! Man, I make some darn tootin' good soap, if I do say so myself. Do I say so myself?
You do say so myself.
I do say so myself.
You make some darn tootin' good soap.
I do. Wave. Whoops. Now you can't see. There. All right, Whirlpool, you should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of yourself. So, got my Whirlpool dishwasher here. 18 months old. 18 months old. This top panel here is already separating from the rest of it. So now I have to spend $200 on a dishwasher that I just spent $500 on to fix and get a new panel, at least. I am so darn tootin' mad. So, my dishwasher and my refrigerator, both brand new, 18 months, dead from Whirlpool. So now I'm hand washing dishes. Yeah, I am. All right, so while those are soaking, let's see what the dishwasher is doing. Holy cow, that does sound bad. Ooh. It's not supposed to sound like that. Alright, well. That's weird. Absolutely no water came through.
Huh. Wonder if something is jammed. So BJ said it sounded like.
So the filter's clean. Ish. It could use a little bit more, but. I don't know. What's your professional opinion?
I don't know. I've never worked on a dishwasher.
We're gonna call you Appliance Jack.
Have you called Pistol about it?
Yes, he's on his way.
I see.
With a new part in a day or two.
With a new part for the display or for the motor?
Well, for the display. So we'll have to ask him about the motor when he comes for the display.
So should we make sure that he doesn't buy the display if we're thinking we're maybe gonna get a new dishwasher?
Might be able to return it. It's already
Oh.
been bought.
Okay.
Ah, lovely. Oh.
Well.
All right. Forge on to more dishes. Let's see. Can you? So here's all the silverware so far, and here's bowls. So we're gonna get caught up. Can you just put the silverware up for me?
Sure. Wow.
Washing dishes does not take that long to do. I actually prefer to hand wash dishes because I'd rather hand wash a small load after every meal than to have to deal with loading and unloading the dishwasher. That's why I birthed dishwasher unloader men, and they do a good job unloading the dishwasher all the time. All right, back to dishes. Okay. Now, what I do like the dishwasher for is stuff like this, where it's got in the little thing there. I like that. Okay, so here is load 5 and 6 of hand washing. So apparently our dishwasher holds 6 loads of hand washed dishes. We have unloaded these 4 times and we have 2 left. So that's how many dishes the dishwasher holds. Phew. Yeah. On all of the things in this video, we saved $2,000 on the car. It was retailed at $7,000 used. We got it for $5,200. $60 for the pan, $10 for my watering can, $10 for the storage bags, $60 on the potatoes, meaning I didn't spend $60 to go out to eat. Instead, I spent $2 on dinner. I saved $200 on Acne soap, $10 on my little picture, $50 on my comforter, around $40 to $50 on hair care, $15 on my clock, $20 on my ornaments and little decorations, $40 on my artificial flowers, $40 on my wreath, and $1,800 on my lamps. The lamps were actually $2,800 on eBay. That total is $6,500 for everything that I saved in this video, which means if I worked for $20 an hour, I brought home $10 an hour after taxes and expenses, which is a really high estimate in my opinion. But let's say $20 an hour, I brought home $10 an hour. That's 650 hours of work, or 81 days. 81 days I saved not having to work by hitting thrift stores and doing all these things. If I would have sold those lamps, I wouldn't have had to work those days. Wow. All right, go watch this video next. We will see you guys later. LivingOnADime.com.